Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Second down, Jackson. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson now to throw on first down. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Again, it's Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
Second and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 8. They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson. He takes off. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They get 24 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive going.
This one complete to Bateman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Steelers' 5-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. If he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Steeler first down. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 9 yards.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
This one complete, right side. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense ready to see the football for the second time. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. First carry for King Henry. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. We're going to go right back to Henry. Bring this to about the 34-yard line. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll send Flowers in motion. From the gun, Jackson.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and 11. Now it's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Catch made there, left side by Walker. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Another Baltimore 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Ravens.
They'll send Flowers in motion. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
We spend so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And he's in! Mark Andrews! Touchdown, Ravens.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Steelers 3.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-3 is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2 as we are ready to get back underway. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it's going to be 3rd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On 4th down, Steelers send out Corliss Waitman to punt. Lejante Wester deep for Baltimore. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll send Flowers in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Henry. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. A big play there. Jackson to Flowers. It covers 51 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Jackson looking to throw. He's got Likely over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens move out to a 21-3 advantage. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Play action now with Rodgers. He'll dump this out wide to Gainwell. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
brings up
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A run with Gainwell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Down Gainwell. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
These are tough situations. You want to stay out of second and real long. You figure it's going to be a pass, but this is a nice changeup by the play caller. He keeps the ball on the ground, picks up a good gain, and now this third down got a whole lot more manageable.
A-Rod out of the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Now Rodgers on fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on second down. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And third down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this sequence, not one to build on. To lose yardage on the third down, and quickly it brings up fourth down.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
The Steelers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Gainwell. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
On the ground, Gainwell. Pulling forward for maybe a yard. Malachi starts there for the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Quick flow, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to have the first down and more. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 5.
Jalen Warren, the ball carrier. The tackle by Draymond Jones. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Here's Corliss Waitman now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Jackson now to throw on first down. That's caught by Walker. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Pistol give to Henry. And he'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Second down, Jackson. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Short, complete to Likely.
Complete to Isaiah Likely. Out of bounds just past midfield.
Third and 7. In motion goes Likely. On third down, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Raven first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Baltimore.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
In motion comes Andrews. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. In motion comes Andrews. Third and long for Jackson. Coming open, that's the tight end Likely. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped 15-yard line. The All-Pro Cameron Hayward. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll take this one in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. A-Rod now to throw on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
No way, you're kidding me!
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half.
Who wants my jersey? That's garbage.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Gainwell to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Steelers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Gainwell. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Rodgers. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
That's good for us.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Up the middle they go. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. This one complete to Hayward. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We'll try and run it here with Warren. A gain there of 11. That's a Steeler first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Rodgers. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A 46-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This is Henry. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Kyle Duggar there to make the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. We'll go again here with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
On the play. And the Baltimore first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A first down throw for Jackson. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Likely over the middle. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Baltimore.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
To number 7, Rashad Bateman. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Jackson on 3rd and 2, and that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson going to keep it himself. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down.
Fourth down, you want to make sure you give your quarterback the option to keep the ball in his hands. And that's exactly what they decided to do. And the defense was ready. They played assignment football. Everyone did their job, and they come up with a huge fourth down stop.
The Steelers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
2nd down, Rodgers. To the right side and corralled by Thielen. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
What are we doing?
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he's in! Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Two-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will line up for
the shotgun. It's A-Rod. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Ravens 28, Steelers 14.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. We're going to go right back to Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play there. Jackson to Flowers. 45 yards.
A gain of 45 yards. First down, Ravens.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
They'll run it on first down with Henry, and he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
In motion goes Likely. 2nd down, Jackson. Short, complete to Likely. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
In motion goes Likely. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Raven first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock,
and he will get into the end zone. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
14.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is Rodgers. Will set up the screen to Gainwell. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
A quick slant here, caught by Valdez-Scantling.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A first down throw from Rodgers. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. It's a pickup of 12. That's a Steeler first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That's the Pro Bowl safety, Kyle Hamilton.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Henry. And this will not help the cause. He's going backwards. Tackled back at the 8.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Jackson. And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Couple of runs stopped behind the line. And now it's 3rd and 17. Still working straight ahead with Henry. He lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3.
Brought down at his own 8-yard line. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Ravens bring their punt team out as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. That's taken in at the 50. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. From the gun, Rodgers. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Rodgers. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That's good for us.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage is very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Rodgers going up top again. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
It's 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Rodgers to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21.
Steelers 21.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. That's to the tight end, Charlie Kolar. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
In motion comes Andrews. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be caught right sideline, but no, out of bounds. The official says incomplete receiver could not get both feet down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You can see the quarterback here. He's saying, hey, man, my bad, my fault. He knew a better ball probably leads to a nice completion. That one got away from him a little bit too much and leads the receiver out of bounds.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Firemouth. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
First and 10
And despite
at the
things looking pretty
27-yard
bleak
line.
at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Firemouth. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's first down. Rodgers. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
10 more yards.
The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
First down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. I believe one of the Steelers was in there and brought it in. He did. So it stays with Pittsburgh.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
He takes off. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
Steelers first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. First and goal. Rodgers now. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers back within 7. It's 35-28.
Steelers 28.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts, so just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Down to a knee, here goes Jackson. And that should do it. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.